All right, we're ready to put our warp on back to front. I've already put my caps on my rattle. This is a Lofty Fibers rattle. There is a Louette rattle underneath, but I like this one better. So the caps are already on it. The leaf sticks are already in their up position, getting ready. This is my rod here. I've already taken the lashing cord off it because I don't need that on there. So I'm going to just take this out and I'm going to slide the loop end of my warp, the one nearest my cross, in. And the only thing I have to be careful of here is getting it in the right order because I have more white in the center than I do on the ends. So I want to make sure that I've got the most white towards the center, and it looks like I do. So I'm going to put my little thing back on here. And now I'm going to take my leaf sticks. I'll take them out one at a time. I'm going to put the leaf stick in the top of this warp, on the top of the cross. And then I'm going to slide it back in over here. Now I'm going to take this bottom one out. I'm going to put this in the bottom of my cross here. Then I'm going to take this Lofty Fibers piece. Again, this is a Lofty Fibers setup here. I'm going to snap that out of there and put that in here and put my cross up here, or my leaf sticks up there. So now it's all ready. That being said, if you don't have these, you can make up your own way to hold your leaf sticks up here. You can use string, or there's a variety of methods that you could use to do that. So now, once I've got my leaf sticks in here, now I can cut my ties for my cross. If you cut your ties on the cross before you get your leaf sticks in, well, let's just say it's not a good thing. And I've done it, but it's not fun. So I know that my warp is going to be 22 inches wide, so I'm going to measure from the center, which I have a little mark here, and I'm going to measure 11 inches over, which will give me halfway. I've already got a mark there. And I'm going to pull it back because that's where I'm going to start threading. So now I'm going to take my hook and separate these out and thread them. There's 4 sections per inch. This warp is going to be 20 EPI. So in order to spread this out evenly, I'm going to do 6, 4, 6, 4 all the way across. So I usually use my hook and I start here because I can see it really well on the leaf sticks. So there's 2, there's 4. There's 2, 4, 6. I don't worry too much about them down here. I do kind of spread them out a little bit as I go, but I'm not real concerned about it. So again, it's going to be 4. And it's going to be 6. Now as I go along here, I take this one and cover them up. Cover up the ones that I've done. And as I get across here, this one's going to fall off. I'll take this one off and I'll put it over here. And I'll just keep sliding it along and thread the whole thing that way. I just wanted to show you that my warps are in the front of the loom. I put a towel down on the floor because I don't want my white warps to get dirty. I've just kind of looped the weight over my front beam, and here's coming over the front. Now all this is done. It's all on here. And now I'm going to take my lashing cord, which I took off earlier, and I'm going to relash this rod to this board, or stick, I guess you call it a stick. So here we go. I'm just going around here like this, just lashing the two together. If you forget this part, you can weave with it, but at the very end of your warp, you won't have very good tension. Don't ask me how I know. Whoops, didn't go under there. I'm going to tie this on here, pull my rod down so it's centered. And make sure this rod is centered. And then I'm going to go over here and I'm just going to get it started. Just like so. And when I get it around there, like that, I'm going to take my first piece of cardboard, which is corrugated instead of just paper, and I'm going to put that on first. Oops. Just enough to hold it. Okay. Now, my favorite way to do this is to use this comb right here. Dollar store, you can buy them, buy the bundles. Then I come around to the front of the loom and I comb it out. Start way up close to your rattle. Everybody doesn't do it this way. Do what works for you. This works for me. I think I have 18 or probably 20 yards here to go on. This is a 440 yard warp. Now I come around to the back and I start winding. As soon as I have bare cardboard, I start my paper. If you feel any resistance at all, you have to stop. I usually go around 2 or 3 times. Then I come around to the front. And I do 2 things. First thing I do is grab it like this hard and I pull both sides. And I do this every single time. Then I comb. And I go around to the back again. This is going to happen over a period of time, so I'm only going to show you a few times and then I'll come back when it's done. But here we go, going around. Then I go back to the front again. And I alternate which ones I start with when I pull. Last time I started there, this time I'm starting here. Don't be afraid to pull it. Put lots of pressure on it. As long as you have all those threads together, you're not going to break anything. One more time, and then I'll come back later. Here we go. So you can see the paper. Okay. There we go. Like I say, if I feel any resistance at all, I stop. And I come back here and I feel this all the way across to feel what thread is holding it back. And then I can follow it back to see where the problem is. This is not giving me any problems at all right now. Okay, 1 hour later and 20 yards is on. We timed it. So take the caps off. Take your warp like this. You're gonna take it out of the rattle and you're gonna just drop it right down, just like that. Now I'm gonna take my leaf sticks, which are gonna pop right off here, and I'm gonna put them down here, and they snap right in. Like I said, this is a Lofty fiber setup. You can do your own, but that works really well. So here you are, your leaf sticks. All you have to do now is take your front beam off the loom. I take the front beam off, I take the beater bar off, I put my chair right here, and I thread my loom. Perfect.